5%, 20%. How much do I need for down payment? We're going to answer that today. Welcome to The Right Property, where we give you information before deals. Today, we're going to be talking about down payment. What is down payment? We're going to answer that today. How much can I get with my savings? We're going to answer that today. What kind of competition should I expect in the marketplace when I'm ready? We're going to answer that today. And what kind of locations should I be looking at with my down payment? We're also going to answer that today. How much do I need to save up for down payment? This is the number one question people ask me when they're trying to get into the home ownership for the first time. They have no clue. In fact, most of them right now, they're paying more for renting than most homeowners pay for mortgage. That means if they had a house, they would pay their mortgage easily. But the amount of money you need to get in the door as a homeowner, it's so ridiculous. Government says 5% is okay, but the banks know that they won't do 5%. Prices have gone up so dramatically that the banks will be crazy to do a 5% for anybody. And this is where some bad mortgage brokers come in. They do a shake and bake. They tell you, oh yeah, we can do 5%. When it's getting closer to your closing day, they tell you the banks change their minds. They're not going to do 5%, they want to do 20%. And where are you going to get 15% to add to your 5%? The same mortgage brokers will give you the solution as a private mortgage. So you end up with two mortgages. Yes, right from the get-go. You're paying mortgage to the bank and you're paying mortgage to them. They're going to present your paperwork to the bank as a 20% because they had in 15 from their pocket or from their friends or whoever their investors are. And the bank thinks that you are coming with 20%. Not until closing that even the bank realizes, wow, there's another lender on the paperwork. You got two mortgages. The private they've given you is with a higher interest rate. The bank gives you the, current interest rate in the market. So you're struggling to pay mortgage at this point. You have to manage your expectations when you're saving for real estate in Canada. Target 25 to 30% for savings. You will end up with 20%. And then you're good. Because when you also have 20%, you get to have uninsured mortgage. That means you don't have to pay extra payment on top of your purchase price as insurance for your mortgage. The insurance for that mortgage is not insuring you in case you cannot pay your mortgage. The insurance on that mortgage is insuring the banks that if this person doing 5% or doing less than 20% cannot pay, we will give you the rest of the money. And the bank still will take your house. So you got to manage your expectations when it comes to down payment. Like I said, target over 20% and you will land on 20%. That's how you manage your expectations when it comes to down payment. I know I've given you a whole bunch of stuff like the get-go. You can back up and watch this part again. But if you're going with 5% out there, watch out for the shake and bake. How much can I get with my savings? As in, how much property can I afford with my down payment? That answer depends on how much down payment you're able to save up. If you save like a squirrel, save like crazy, cut off all luxuries. Let me tell you a short story. When we were saving for our house, my wife and myself, that's what we did. We saved and saved and saved. We needed cars, but we decided not until after we buy the house. A year after, she got a new car, I got my new car. That's how you do it. Do not buy things that depreciate before you buy a house. Manage your expectations. You want something good, you save like crazy, and then you go get what you deserve. Competition is another thing. When you're talking about down payment, you've struggled so much to save up this money. Do not let your ego kick in. Avoid unnecessary competition. It's human nature not to want to lose. However, you have to play the game. Either you avoid competition or you've saved up enough money to outbid everybody. When it comes to competition, you only have two choices, according to my point of view. But go along with me. Your first choice is to buy in a down market. That usually comes with a higher interest rate, but you can negotiate the purchase price. Market is bad for everybody. Sellers are more inclined to listen and drop the price. You end up with a higher mortgage but better purchase price, and most probably the house that you want. Option number two, you wait for the interest rate to drop and thousands of buyers rush into the market where the inventory is low. The inventory is already low right now because the government and their policies, the builders gets affected by those policies, and the bankers do not want to lend money out. They don't want to give out money when the interest rate is high. So all these things comes together to make you not want to buy. Two options. Get in when everybody's getting in, pay higher purchase price, and get lower interest rate. Or get in when nobody wants to get in, negotiate your purchase price, get a good purchase price, but you pay higher interest rate. These are the two ways you can get into the market. Either avoid competition or face it. Just make sure your expectations is prepared for that. And finally, location. One of my sayings since I became a realtor and I've driven all over the GTA and outside the GTA, and this is my observation. You blindfold anybody in Ontario, Canada, and drive them to any town. When you take the blindfold off, they cannot tell the difference. So when you're looking for location, depending on what your down payment is, depending on what you've saved up, depending on if you as a person can work remotely or what kind of job you do can be done from wherever you are, location can help you save up on purchase price. The more you move away from the GTA, GTA is the Toronto and the greater Toronto area. The more you move out of the GTA, the more you're most likely to get a deal for your house that you're looking to purchase. So, save yourself, manage your expectations, avoid some of these traps waiting for you that leads to punishment years down the line, or even leads to you losing the house that you just got. Avoid those kind of things. Manage your expectation properly. Start with your down payment. Start with understanding what you can do with it, understanding how much you should be looking to save. Don't listen to stories of, yeah, we can do it, and then knowing they're gonna come back and not do it. At least you've watched this video. When that happens, you'll know. Share this video with people that you think they need to hear this, because most people come into the market with, you know, crazy expectations, and then everything happens and it's like, oh, agents are the worst out there, you know. But these are the things that you need to understand before you even come into the market. Save yourself some headache. Understand these expectations and use them accordingly. And I will see you at the top.